I pray to Mother Shraddha for Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Very often we think that Shraddha is faith, Vishwasaha. Yes, Shraddha is faith. But it is much more than faith. Shraddha is the ability to put faith into action. The scriptures declare, Shraddadhati iti Shraddha. That which makes you work towards the truth so that you may know what the truth is. That work is Shraddha. The effort that each one of us puts in to know the ultimate goal of life, that effort is Shraddha. And in our daily lives, yes, the cheerfulness that is born out of the assurance that, yes, my master is with me amidst all the apparent adversities, that cheerfulness is Shraddha. The enthusiasm to put into practice every word of the master despite all the apparent difficulties, that enthusiasm is Shraddha. The joy and happiness that we get by living a life of supreme sacrifice, that joy, that happiness is Shraddha. The fire of renunciation born out of pure love for the God, that fire is Shraddha. And finally, the eagerness to dedicate our entire lives to the Lord just to see that one smile on His face, that eagerness is Shraddha. Indeed, the supreme power that propels the motivation for individual transformation within our hearts, that supreme power is one to whom we worship in the form of Mother Shraddha.
Decades ago, the mother of a student fell seriously ill. The doctors had given up and said that it was only a matter of time for her inevitable departure. But this tenacious student, hoping against hope that Swami will respond to his call, earnestly prayed to the Lord for her recovery. And even as time was running out, he found himself sitting right in front of Swami, pouring his heart out through the blissful bhajans that were going on. The intensity of his feelings, emotions, and sentiments peaked when he sang the bhajan, Sai Pita or Mata Sai. Touched by the supplication and surrender of the student, Swami decided to intervene. For here was a student whose physical mother was lying on her deathbed, and yet he was calling to the Lord as his divine mother and father. He was singing Sai Pita or Mata Sai. Swami immediately walked outside the bhajan hall, went straight into the corner room of the East Prashante building, where the mother of the student was lying down, and comforted her lovingly, poured in her mouth a glass of water, granting her a new lease of life and curing her from all her illnesses. That was Swami. This student, meanwhile, mentally prepared to swallow the bitter pill, was deeply moved when he realized that Swami had reciprocated his love for him by curing his mother. Right from its inception, from the day when Swami taught the first bhajan, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, bhajans have come a long way in shaping the lives of millions of devotees, in inspiring generations to connect with the divine.
I'm not a person who gets frequent dreams of Swami or who works on a practical worldly level based on some dreams. I haven't had one for so many months, and I definitely didn't have any after April particularly. But suddenly, when I woke up this morning, I woke up with a very pleasant feeling, and I quickly recalled that I'd had a beautiful message. In my dream, the scene set was of those 3 painful days right here when the immortal one had decided to leave the mortal coil. The scene was repeating in my dream, and I, in my mind, was deciding that I'm not going to go and see this because I cannot bear to see the lost luster on that face, or so I imagined. You won't believe, my curiosity got the better of me, and after a little while, I began to, from a distance, peek to see, look at that charming form which always charmed all our lives. I got a little closer, and then I see that it is that beautiful, effulgent, brilliant, same old face of Swami. And I feel so relieved and so satisfied. Just when, so vividly, Swami's eyelids opened. Mind you, he was on the same casket without the glass case. The eyelids opened, and in a fit of panic and fear, I actually sprang backwards. First time ever anybody springs backwards when you see Swami. He then raised his palms and he beckoned me. And I was even more afraid, which was a strange feeling for me. When third time he beckoned to me, I went near and he placed his palm on mine. And the immediate, tangible sensation that I felt was the warmth of the hand. Of course, the dream was a little longer, but what is relevant here is the message went home immediately, even in my sleep. And I knew that in those moments of weak faith, we tend to believe that that orange form has entombed himself here. He meant to say, because warmth is a sign of love and life. And I thought he was telling all of us today that God cannot be a memory, he is a living presence.
We, the students of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Vrindavan campus, offer ourselves at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. Swami, we are filled with gratitude for the immeasurable love and grace you incessantly shower upon us. Every single moment of our lives, it is your ever guiding, ever comforting, and ever assuring presence alone that spurs us on to greater heights. Whenever our spirits have sagged and been at their very lowest, it is your immense love alone that has lifted our souls. Whenever we have felt ever so lonely, our hearts hollow vessels, it is your presence alone that has submerged the void.
Namma Sharade Uma Maheshwari Nimmolagi Anaramma. ವಿದ್ಯೆಯ ಬಲ್ಲ ರಮಣಿ ಹಂಬಲ ಮುಲ್ಲ ಭಾಷಿ ಗಣಿಯನಾರಮ್ಮ
परती पुरे विहारे परम दया गण आनंद साये परती पुरे विहारे परम दया गण आनंद साये परती पुरे विहारे परम दया गण आनंद साये परती पुरे विहारे
तुम ही मोरे गिरिधर नागर तुम ही मोरे घनश्याम तुम ही मोरे घनश्याम तुम ही हो जग के पालनहारे इस युग के अवतार ओ रामा इस युग के भगवान तुम ही हो जग के पालनहारे इस युग के भगवान। माँ जय जय जग जननी देवी, जय जय जग जननी देवी, जय जय जग, जय जय जग, जय जय जग जननी देवी। या अल्लाह तेरी हर बात अल्लाह याद आए दिन रात, तेरी हर याद अल्लाह याद आए दिन रात, तेरी हर याद अल्लाह खूब सताए दिन रात। जाए कहाँ हम तेरे बिना अब याद तेरी सताए, जाए कहाँ तेरे बिना याद तेरी सताए। दर पे तेरे आकर हमने जीवन के हर सुख पाए, दर पे तेरे आकर हमने जीवन के हर सुख पाए।